Hey guys, today we're going to learn how to Ollie. This is easier with a board that's got higher kicks. So if you've got a board with low kicks, kind of like this one, maybe find a different one for practicing. Like this is kind of what I use now, and it's definitely doable, but you're going to find it much easier to learn on a board that's got higher kicks. Another thing to keep in mind is the grip tape. If you're using a tech deck or anything that's rocking this sandpapery stuff, kind of like real skateboards, you're gonna have a much harder time. It's doable, but it's way harder. What you want is foam tape. There's a lot of different types. Some are better than others, but for any type of foam tape will be better than standard grip tape. It just sticks to your fingers better. It also feels nicer, and it's not going to make your fingers raw once you've been fingerboarding for hours. If you fingerboard with one of these for hours, your fingers start to feel a little funny. Not with this stuff. This is great. Let's talk about finger positioning. Where should you put your fingers when you're ollieing? I know when I started, I was always trying to do it here. And that's possible, but it's harder. That's not really where I like to keep it when I'm trying to pop. I put it a little further back here, like my finger's half on the board, half off the board. It feels a little less natural at first, but it's a lot more effective, I promise. You'll get a lot more pop that way, a lot more control, especially when you start doing like shove-its and stuff. Yeah, I find that's the way to keep my back finger for most tricks. Definitely for ollieing, so try to keep that in mind as you do the next steps. So you're probably not going to be able to do this until you're able to do this. Once you're able to do this reliably, you'll be laughing. You'll be able to ollie literally anything. And no, I don't mean the way to ollie is to flip it upside down, lift it, and then slam. I just mean if you're able to do this reliably, then you understand the motion involved. Because basically when you ollie, you're just going halfway there and then you're carrying it forward. But for whatever reason, that's really hard to do until you're able to do this. Do this and you've mastered the ollie. I don't know a lot of people who are able to do this first try. You might not be able to do this your first day, but there's ways of working up to that. So you're not going to be able to do it without the momentum at first, basically. You're going to want to throw your board backwards, and as you're ready to move forward again, that's when you pop. So throw it backwards, pop, then move forward. And try to get that height as you move forward. Because what's happening is you throw your board back, and then the moment you throw it forward, you're using physics to your favor. So when you throw it forward, you're creating that forward momentum, and it creates a little bit more friction between the grip tape and your fingers, letting it grip to your fingers better. So throw the board back, then try your ollie. For the first little bit, you're going to be able to do it, but you're only going to be able to do it with that backward momentum. And then eventually, over time, you'll be able to do it without the momentum. That's basically how I learned it. The second you start making progress with your ollies, even if you need to throw it back a little, that's fine. The way to keep having fun with that is throw a ledge down. Try to ollie up to it, and then you can start working your grinds. That's where fingerboarding starts to get real fun. Hope this helps. Bye.